Hi, I'm Sam. I'm here on behalf of JJM Cycles in this lovely, beautiful summer day in the backyard. With the bike again, we're going to be testing some locks, some ABUS locks, try and break them. And today, for part 2, we'll be using a crowbar, get a bit of leverage behind it, use that to try and crack the lock open. So we'll give it a go, and we've got, I think, about 3 locks to test today, and we'll test them out. First lock we're going to try is the ABUS 410. When you put your locks on your bikes, you want to leave as little space as possible because it's all about leverage with crowbars. So as you can see here, I've given as little space as possible to work with. We'll give it a go still though and see what happens. As you can see, because I've left such a little gap, it's hard to get any leverage on the bike without actually damaging the frame itself. If you've got good components, then the thief might not be so inclined to be so careful with your frame. First lock on test was the ABUS 410. It held up well. I didn't leave much of a gap there, so that kind of helped it along. Thieves tend to not really care about the frame, it's more about the components. If they do have to break a frame to get to the rest of the bike, they will. So I did a bit of a test, leant it against the frame a little bit. Since it's an old frame, we don't really care if it gets a little bit damaged. And it held up well still. So it's good news for this lock. It seemed to pass the test. The next lock to get the crowbar treatment is the Granite X Plus from ABUS. It's a slightly larger D-lock, so probably be able to get a bit more leverage on this, depending on where you use it. But in this case, yeah, I've left quite a big gap, so we'll see how it goes with this one. As you can see, the extra gap has given me a bit more leverage on this, so I can really put the power down through it. But like the other lock, it doesn't seem to have any give. In fact, it's a lot sturdier than the other lock. I'll just try it against the frame. I can hear the frame giving a bit, but again, lock's staying put. So as you saw, the ABUS Granite X Plus had a bit more leverage available, but with all my weight on it and all the power put through it, it still didn't budge. In fact, it was sturdier than the other one. So you get more lock for your money. You can put it around a lamppost, I guess. You've got a lot more space there. So yeah, you can put it to a bigger immovable object. So yeah, it held up well, didn't move whatsoever. For the second round of lock testing, we're going to be testing the ABUS Bordeaux lock with this, a crowbar. This one has multi-links in it, so it's not like the D-locks. It's got multiple points where it can weaken it. Again, it's got a good amount of space in it, so there's a good amount of leverage you can get in there with this crowbar. It should hold up, but we'll see. We'll give it a go. Well, to start off with, as you can see, it's shifting around a lot, so I can't actually get a decent amount of leverage on it. Now I have, it's holding up. Yeah, I put a lot of force into that one, it's not moving. I'll try it from a different angle. Again, using the frame as leverage, I thought I'd attack one of the little angles on it. It's not moving, it's just as strong as a D-lock, if not a bit more fiddlier, to be honest, because it moves around quite a bit when you're trying to get a good amount of leverage on it. Right, so I just tested the ABUS Bordeaux, and to be honest I was a bit dubious about this one. I thought that it would give up, but no. I put a lot of effort into putting it on the, which I saw the weakest point, and it held up really well. There was a little bit of give in it, but that's probably down to the jointed setup of the actual lock itself. But no, there's no creaking. Didn't have any indication that it was going to give way at any point. So yeah, it passed the test.